Welcome back to Afro-Korean Tales by Legend, and if you're new here, welcome. Before we begin, please do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment about where you are watching from and wait till the end of this story to see how this story unfolds. Zara pushes open the door to Marcus's apartment in Seoul, her heart pounding against her ribs. The bankruptcy papers crumple in her trembling hand. For the first time in 2 years, she's about to ask her boyfriend for help. The living room sits empty, silent, but then she hears laughter, a woman's laughter, high and familiar, drifting from the bedroom. Her blood runs cold. "No," she whispers. Her feet move before her mind catches up. Each step toward that bedroom door feels like walking through water. The laughter grows louder. A man's voice joins it, Marcus's voice. Zara's hand reaches for the doorknob. She freezes. Through the crack in the door, she hears her best friend's voice. "She's such a fool, Marcus," Brittany says, giggling. "She actually thinks you love her." Marcus laughs. "The precious Zara Thompson, too pure to even let me touch her. If only she knew what we've been doing behind her back." "For 2 years," Brittany's voice drips with satisfaction. "And those pills I've been giving her, she thinks they're vitamins. By the time she realizes they've destroyed her womb, it'll be too late." The world tilts. Zara grabs the doorframe to keep from falling. "You're evil, babe," Marcus says, but he sounds pleased. "Why do you hate her so much?" "Why?" Brittany's voice turns sharp with bitterness. "Because everyone loves perfect Zara, beautiful Zara, rich Zara with her precious black girl magic. Well, not anymore. Her family's bankrupt now, she's nothing." Zara throws open the door. They spring apart on the bed, half-dressed, eyes wide with shock. But Zara doesn't see surprise on their faces. She sees something worse. They don't even look sorry. "Zara," Marcus scrambles to cover himself. "This isn't." "Don't!" Zara's voice comes out steady, cold. She looks at Brittany, her best friend since high school in Atlanta. "The pills, what were they really?" Brittany smirks. She actually smirks. "Hormone disruptors. You're infertile now, Zara, or you will be soon." The room spins. Zara grips the doorframe harder. "You destroyed my body," she says slowly. "You destroyed my future." "Oh, please." Brittany stands, not bothering to cover herself. "You had everything, the rich family, the looks. Every man wanting you. I just evened the playing field." Marcus steps forward. "Z, listen." "No," Zara backs away. "Don't ever speak to me again, either of you." "You came here begging for money, didn't you?" Brittany's laugh cuts like glass. "Your family's broke, you have nothing now, and you're stuck in Korea with nowhere to go." "I have my dignity," Zara says, "which is more than you'll ever have." She turns and walks out. Each step away from that apartment feels like walking through fire. Behind her, she hears Brittany call out, "You'll regret this, you need us." Zara keeps walking. If you're hooked on Zara's story, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because revenge is about to get delicious. Drop a comment. What would you do if your best friend betrayed you like this? The bar in Gangnam is dark and loud, exactly what Zara needs. She slides onto a stool and orders soju, then another, then another. Her phone buzzes. Text from Marcus flood her screen. "Zara, let me explain." "It meant nothing." "You're overreacting." She blocks his number. Then Brittany's. The bankruptcy papers are still crumpled in her purse. Her family's import business in Atlanta, built over 3 generations, gone. Her boyfriend, a cheater. Her best friend, a monster. Her body possibly destroyed. "Another," she tells the bartender in broken Korean. "Maybe you should slow down," he suggests gently in English, recognizing her accent. "Maybe you should mind your business," she snaps, then immediately feels guilty. "Sorry, bad day." "I can see that." He pours her water instead. "Drink this first." She's about to argue when 2 men approach from her left. They're drunk, stumbling, leering. "Hey, beautiful," one slurs in English. "You look lonely. Black girls are so exotic." Zara's jaw clenches. She's heard this too many times in Seoul. "I'm fine, leave me alone." Don't be like that. He reaches for her arm. We can show you a good time. Zara jerks away. I said leave me alone. The second man moves to her other side, blocking her in. Feisty, I like that in black women. Panic flares in her chest. She's drunk, vulnerable, alone in a foreign country. The bartender is at the other end of the bar. She opens her mouth to scream. The lady said no. The voice is deep, commanding, cold as winter, and perfectly fluent in Korean. Both men freeze. Zara looks up. Two men in black suits stand behind the drunks. They're massive, professional, and they look like they could break bones without breaking a sweat. Security guards. We don't want trouble, one drunk mutters in Korean. Then leave, the guard says flatly. They scramble away. Zara exhales, her hands shaking. She turns to thank her rescuers, but the room spins violently. The alcohol hits her all at once. I don't feel so good, she mumbles. The last thing she sees before everything goes black is a tall figure in an expensive suit stepping into the bar, his face shadowed, his presence commanding the entire room. Even in her fading consciousness, she notices his perfectly styled black hair and sharp Korean features. Zara wakes to silk sheets and sunlight. Her head pounds. Her mouth tastes like regret. This isn't her tiny apartment in Itaewon. She bolts upright, panic clawing at her chest. The bedroom is massive, modern, minimalist in that distinctly Korean way. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook the Han River and Seoul Tower. Everything screams wealth and power. Where is she? What happened last night? The door opens. A man walks in and Zara's breath catches. She recognizes him instantly. Everyone in Korea would. Park Min-jun. The Park Min-jun, billionaire, CEO of Park Industries, the wealthiest man in Korea, featured on every business magazine, and her mind suddenly makes the connection Marcus's uncle. You're awake, he says in perfect English. His voice is the same one from the bar, deep, controlled. He wears a perfectly tailored Tom Ford suit and holds a cup of coffee. Zara clutches the sheets. Where am I? What happened? My penthouse in Hanam-dong. You passed out at the bar. My men brought you here. He sets the coffee on the nightstand. You're safe. Nothing happened. She searches his face for lies, but finds only cool professionalism. His expression is unreadable, classically reserved in the Korean way. Thank you, she manages. I should go. Not yet. He sits in the chair across from the bed, studying her with sharp, assessing eyes. We need to talk. About what? About a proposal that could solve both our problems. Zara's head throbs. I don't understand. Min-jun leans forward. I know who you are, Zara Thompson. I know your family just went bankrupt. I know you need money desperately. His eyes are ice cold. And I need something from you. Zara stares at him. How do you know about my family? I make it my business to know things. Min-jun's expression doesn't change. Yesterday, your father's company declared bankruptcy in Atlanta. Total debt, $15 million. Am I wrong? Her silence answers him. I can make that debt disappear, he continues. I can restore your family's business, your reputation, everything. Hope flares in Zara's chest, desperate and painful. Why would you do that? Because I need an heir. The hope dies instantly. What? Min-jun stands, walks to the window. I don't believe in marriage, I don't believe in love, but I need a child to continue my legacy, to inherit Park Industries. I need someone to carry that child. He turns back to her. I need you. Zara's mind reels. You want me to be a surrogate? A wife, on paper only, a contract marriage. His tone is businesslike, as if discussing a merger. You get pregnant, carry my child to term, and in exchange, I pay off your family's debt and give you $10 million. $10 million, she can't breathe. You're insane. I'm practical. He crosses his arms. You're young, healthy, beautiful, and desperate. I've done my research. You're perfect for this. I'm not some baby-making machine. No, you're a woman who needs money and is willing to do what it takes to save her family. His eyes bore into hers. Am I wrong? Zara wants to slap him. She wants to storm out. But the bankruptcy papers flash through her mind. Her father's devastated face. Her mother crying. The creditors threatening to take their house in Atlanta. "This is insane," she repeats, but her voice wavers. "It's a business arrangement," Min-jun says. "1 year, you get pregnant, have the baby, and then we divorce. You walk away with enough money to rebuild your life. I get an heir. Everyone wins. Except the child, growing up without a mother." Something flickers in his eyes, pain maybe, but it vanishes quickly. The child will have everything money can buy, the best education, the best opportunities, the Park family legacy. But not love. "Love is a fairy tale," he says coldly. "Security is real, especially in Korea." Zara's head spins. This is crazy, absolutely crazy, but what choice does she have? Her family is drowning. She has no job, no prospects, no savings. She's in Korea on a tourist visa that's expiring, and after what Brittany did to her. The pills, the infertility. Her stomach drops. "I can't," she whispers. "Why not?" She can't tell him. If he knows she's infertile, the deal is off. But maybe the damage isn't permanent yet. Maybe there's still time. "I need to think about it," she says instead. Min-jun pulls out a business card. "You have 24 hours. Call this number with your decision." He heads for the door, then pauses. "By the way, I know Marcus is my nephew, my half-American nephew. I know what he did to you yesterday." Zara's head snaps up. "How?" "I told you, I know things." His expression darkens. "He's a disgrace to the Park family name. If you marry me, you'll never have to see him again. Isn't that worth considering?" He leaves before she can respond. Zara spends the day in a fog. She video calls her family in Atlanta. Her mother packs boxes, crying silently. Her father sits at the table, staring at nothing. "We'll figure it out, baby," her father says, but he doesn't believe it. That night, Zara lies in her tiny apartment, staring at Min-jun's business card. 15 million to save her family, 10 million for herself, freedom from Marcus, revenge against everyone who hurt her. But a loveless marriage, a baby she'd have to give up. A year of her life sold to a cold, ruthless Korean billionaire. And she'd be raising a mixed-race child in Korea. She knows how complicated that can be. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She answers. "Zara," Marcus's voice makes her skin crawl. "We need to talk." "I blocked you." "I have other phones." He sounds smug. "I heard something interesting. My uncle met with you today." Her blood turns to ice. "How do you know that?" "His assistant mentioned something to my mother. Word gets around in the Park family." He pauses. "Did he offer you money, Zara? A deal of some kind?" She stays silent. Marcus laughs. "He did, didn't he? Let me guess, he wants you to have his baby. That's so like Uncle Min-jun. Cold, calculated, no emotions, pure Korean businessman." "What do you want, Marcus?" "To warn you." His voice turns serious. "If you accept his deal, you better pray he never finds out about those pills Brittany gave you. Uncle Min-jun hates liars. He'll destroy you if you deceive him. You know how ruthless Korean businessmen are." "You mean the pills you let Brittany give me?" "Hey, I didn't know what she was doing." He doesn't sound convincing. "But that's not the point. The point is you're infertile now, you can't give him a baby, and when he finds out you lied." He makes a whistling sound. "Your family's debt will be the least of your problems." Rage burns through Zara's fear. "Are you threatening me?" "I'm giving you friendly advice. Stay away from my uncle. Actually," his tone shifts, becomes calculating. "I have a better idea. Marry him if you want, but remember, I know your secret, and secrets have a price." "What price?" "Spend 1 night with me, and I'll keep my mouth shut." Zara's stomach turns. "You're disgusting." "I'm practical, just like Uncle Min-jun." Marcus's smile is audible. "Think about it, Zara. 1 night with me or total destruction when he finds out the truth. Your choice." He hangs up. Zara sits in the dark, shaking with rage and fear. Marcus is blackmailing her. Brittany destroyed her body. Her family is drowning in debt. And Park Min-jun, cold, powerful, ruthless Min-jun, is offering her a way out. A way built on lies. She picks up Min-jun's business card. Her hands tremble as she dials the number. He answers on the first ring. Your decision. Zara closes her eyes. I'll do it. I'll marry you. Good. My lawyers will draw up the contract tomorrow. Be at Park Industries at 10 a.m. There's one thing, she says quickly. I have a condition. You're not in a position to negotiate. I am if you want this to work. She steadies her voice. I need complete medical privacy. No tests, no doctors checking me without my consent. If you want a baby, we do this on my terms. Silence then. Why? Because I won't be treated like livestock. I'm a black woman in Korea. I already deal with enough objectification. More silence. Zara holds her breath. Fine, he finally says, but if you're hiding something. I'm not. The lie tastes bitter. The wedding happens in a Seoul courthouse 3 days later. No guests, no flowers, no love. Min-jun slides a platinum ring onto Zara's finger. His hands are cold. You may kiss the bride, the officiant says in Korean. Min-jun's lips brush hers for exactly 1 second. Professional, mechanical, like signing a contract, which Zara reminds herself is exactly what this is. Mrs. Park, he says when they're alone. His tone makes the title sound like a business merger. Mr. Park, she replies, the Korean formality feeling strange on her tongue. They drive to his penthouse in silence. Zara watches Seoul blur past, thinking about Marcus's threat, Brittany's betrayal, the pills destroying her body from the inside. She's bought herself time, but not much. Eventually, Min-jun will expect results. Eventually, he'll discover the truth. Unless she finds a way to fix this. We have separate bedrooms, Min-jun says when they enter the penthouse. You have the east wing, I have the west. We maintain appearances in public. In private, we live separate lives. Understood. And Zara, he turns to face her, his expression unreadable. Don't fall in love with me. This is business, nothing more. She almost laughs. Don't worry, I won't. But even as she says it, she wonders if he's warning her or himself. The first month is strange. They barely see each other. Min-jun works 18-hour days at Park Industries. Zara explores the massive penthouse, feels like a ghost haunting someone else's life. She researches fertility treatments, hormone therapy, anything that might undo the damage Brittany caused. The medical forums are discouraging. The damage might be permanent. Panic claws at her throat every night. Then the dinner party happens. We're hosting business associates tonight, Min-jun tells her over breakfast, their first breakfast together in 2 weeks. I need you to play the loving wife. Of course. Zara's gotten good at this. The fake smiles, the touching his arm, the pretending. She's also gotten used to the stares. A black woman married to Korea's most powerful man is still shocking to many. That evening, she wears a designer hanbok-inspired dress that Min-jun's stylist picked out. She looks stunning. She looks like she belongs in this world. She looks like a liar. The guests arrive. Rich Korean couples who talk about stocks and real estate, occasionally switching to English for her benefit. Zara smiles, nods, plays her part perfectly. Until Marcus walks in. She freezes. Min-jun's hand tightens on her waist. Samchan, Marcus approaches with a wide smile that doesn't reach his eyes, using the Korean word for uncle. Congratulations on your marriage. I was so surprised to hear you'd married my ex-girlfriend. A black American, no less. The room goes quiet. Some guests look uncomfortable at the mention of race. Marcus, Min-jun's voice could freeze fire. I didn't invite you. I came with the Tanaka group. They're considering investing in your new Seoul project. Marcus's smile sharpens. But we should talk privately, Samchan, about your new wife. I'm sure you'd want to know certain facts. Zara's heart stops. Min-jun's expression doesn't change. Facts. Family matters. Marcus glances at Zara. Private ones. I see. Min-jun releases Zara's waist. Excuse us. He leads Marcus to his study. Zara stands frozen, watching them disappear. Around her, the party continues, but she can't hear anything over the roaring in her ears. She catches whispers in Korean words she's learned. Ko hukin anus, black. Ko weifukin anus, foreigner. Ko sukendo anus, scandal. He knows. Marcus told him it's over. 10 minutes later, Min-jun returns alone. His face is perfectly calm, but something deadly lurks in his eyes. Marcus is nowhere to be seen. Where's Marcus? Someone asks in Korean. He had to leave, Min-jun says smoothly in Korean, then switches to English. A family emergency. The party continues. Min-jun returns to Zara's side, his hand back on her waist, but his grip is tighter now, possessive, angry. When the guests finally leave, Zara braces herself. My study, now, Min-jun says in Korean. She's learned enough to understand. She follows him, her legs shaking. He closes the door behind them, and the sound makes her flinch. Marcus told me something interesting, he begins in English, pouring himself whiskey. He said you're infertile. Zara's world collapses. Min-jun. He said your best friend poisoned you with hormone disruptors. He said you've been lying to me since day one. Min-jun drinks the whiskey in one gulp. Is it true? She could lie, but what's the point now? Yes, she whispers. The glass shatters against the wall. Zara jumps. You signed a contract. Min-jun's voice is thunder, slipping between Korean and English. You agreed to give me an heir. You lied to me. I know, I'm sorry. Tears stream down her face. But I didn't have a choice. My family was dying and I thought maybe I could fix it. Fix it, fix it. He's in her face now, eyes blazing. You destroyed any chance of this arrangement working. You wasted my time. You. I need help, Zara sobs. I need hormone therapy, fertility treatments. I need time. I gave you a fortune. I gave you everything. You gave me a business transaction, she screams back. You never asked what I needed. You just demanded, like I'm some object you bought. They stare at each other, both breathing hard. Get out, Min-jun says quietly in Korean, then English. Get out of my sight. Min-jun, please. Get out. Zara runs from the study, from the penthouse, from everything. She doesn't know where she's going. She just runs. She ends up in Namsan Park, sitting on a bench, crying until she can't anymore. Her phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Told you he'd destroy you. The offer still stands, one night with me, and I'll help you convince him to keep you. M. Zara deletes it, disgust rising in her throat. Another text, this one from Min-jun's lawyer. Mr. Park requests you return to collect your belongings. Divorce papers will be ready tomorrow. It's over. Everything is over. She's walking back to the penthouse when a car pulls up beside her. The door opens. A man steps out, tall, handsome, mid-30s, wearing an expensive suit, Korean but with kind eyes. Zara Park, he asks in English. She nods warily. He extends his hand. I'm Kim Jae-woo, CEO of Kim Tech Corporation. I've been wanting to meet you. His smile is warm, genuine. You look upset. Can I help? Want to see what happens next? Smash that like button and drop a comment. Do you think Zara should give Min-jun another chance, or is this marriage doomed? Let me know below. Zara stares at Jae-woo. She knows that name. Kim Tech is one of the biggest AI companies in Asia. I'm fine, she lies, wiping her tears. You don't look fine. His concern seems genuine. I was actually at your husband's party earlier. I saw you leave upset. It's personal. I'm a good listener. Jae-woo gestures to his car. At least let me drive you somewhere safe. Seoul isn't safe at night for a woman alone, especially, he trails off respectfully. Especially a black woman, Zara finishes. You can say it. I was going to say especially someone who's clearly been hurt. Jae-woo's expression is earnest. But yes, I know Seoul can be difficult for foreigners. I studied at Howard University. I understand some of what you face. Zara's too exhausted to argue. She gets in the car. They drive in silence for a while. Then Jaiwoo speaks. Can I be honest? I've admired you from afar for a while now, even before you married Park Min-jun. Zara's head snaps toward him. What? I saw you at a charity gala 6 months ago in Gangnam. You were with Marcus then. Jaiwoo's expression darkens at the name. I could tell even then that he didn't deserve you. You don't even know me. I know you're strong. I know you're going through something terrible right now. He glances at her. And I know Park Min-jun is a fool if he can't see your worth. Something warm unfurls in Zara's chest. Someone seeing her, actually seeing her. Not her usefulness, not her race, but her. Why are you being nice to me? She asks suspiciously. Because I believe in being honest about what I want. Jaiwoo pulls up to the penthouse in Hanamdong. And I want to get to know you better, Zara, properly. No games, no contracts. He hands her his business card. Zara takes it dazed. Call me if you need anything, Jaiwoo says. Anything at all. Inside the penthouse, Min-jun sits in the dark, staring at divorce papers. He should sign them. Zara lied to him, deceived him, ruined everything. But he can't stop thinking about her face when she said, I didn't have a choice. He can't stop thinking about how she cried, how desperate she looked, how real she was compared to every fake, calculating person in his life. How she challenged him, argued with him, didn't bow to him like everyone else. His phone rings, his private investigator. Park Min-jun, Inus, I have information on Zara Thompson. Go ahead. Her best friend, Brittany Chen, and her ex-boyfriend, Marcus Park, conspired to destroy her fertility. I have proof, text messages, pharmacy records, everything. Ms. Chen purchased hormone disruptors and fed them to Miss Thompson over 6 months, claiming they were vitamins. Min-jun's grip tightens on the phone. The investigator continues in Korean, then switches to English. Furthermore, Marcus has been blackmailing Miss Thompson. He threatened to expose her infertility to you unless she spent a night with him. Rage, white-hot and consuming, floods through Min-jun. Where is Marcus now? At the Park family estate in Gangnam. Send me the evidence, all of it. Min-jun hangs up and immediately calls his head of security. I need Marcus removed from all family properties and businesses, effective immediately. Sir. He threatened my wife. Deal with it. He hangs up and stares at the divorce papers again. Zara didn't just lie. She was trapped. Poisoned by people she trusted. Blackmailed by his own nephew. Desperate and alone in a foreign country. And instead of helping her, he screamed at her. He spent his whole life believing emotions were weaknesses. Love was a fairy tale. But sitting here in the dark, thinking about Zara's tears, he realizes something terrifying. He cares about her. Zara returns to the penthouse to find Min-jun waiting. We need to talk, he says in English. I'll sign the papers, she says quickly. Just tell me where. I'm not divorcing you. She stops. What? Min-jun stands, walks toward her. I know about Brittany, I know about the pills, I know Marcus blackmailed you. He shows her his phone, the evidence his investigator sent. I know everything. Zara's knees buckle. Min-jun catches her. Why didn't you tell me? His voice is softer now, tinged with a Korean accent when he's emotional. Because you would have canceled the contract. My family would have lost everything. Tears spill down her cheeks again. I was going to find a way to fix it, I swear. I was researching treatments. And I would have helped you. He cups her face, forcing her to look at him. If you just told me the truth. You said emotions were weaknesses, she whispers. You said this was just business. I was wrong. The admission seems to cost him. I've been wrong about a lot of things. Zara searches his face. What are you saying? I'm saying I don't want a divorce. I'm saying we find the best fertility specialists in Korea, in America, anywhere. We try every treatment available. His thumb wipes away her tears. And if none of it works, we adopt, or we live without children. I don't care anymore. Why? Because somewhere between signing that contract and tonight, you stopped being a business arrangement. He rests his forehead against hers. You became my wife, really my wife, and He struggles with the words, mixing Korean and English. Ko satunghe enus, I love you. Min-jun, Zara's heart hammers. I'm not good at this, at feelings, at being. He searches for words. In Korea, we're taught to hide emotions, but I'm willing to learn if you'll stay. Zara thinks about Jaiwoo's kindness, about his genuine warmth, about how easy it would be to walk away from this cold, complicated man. But she also thinks about the vulnerability in Min-jun's eyes right now, the way his hands shake slightly as he holds her, the way he's offering her something she knows terrifies him, his heart. I'll stay, she whispers, but no more lies from either of us. No more lies, he agrees. He kisses her, not like at the wedding, mechanical and cold. This kiss is real, desperate, full of everything he can't say in either language. When they break apart, Zara asks, what about Marcus, Brittany? Min-jun's expression hardens. Leave them to me. 3 months later. Marcus sits in a Korean prison cell, convicted of blackmail, fraud, and conspiracy. His father, Min-jun's half-brother, lost his position in the Park family business. In a twist of fate, he lost both his legs in a car accident, caused by business enemies he'd made through shady deals. Brittany was deported back to America, where she faced criminal charges. The stress triggered a complete mental breakdown. She was committed to a psychiatric facility in Atlanta. The guilt of what she'd done, combined with the legal consequences, shattered her mind. She lost her eyesight to stress-induced conversion disorder, her mind literally blinding her from the truth of her actions. Zara doesn't feel triumph at their downfall, just emptiness where hatred used to be. Regrets, Min-jun asks in English. They're having breakfast together, a daily ritual now. He's teaching her Korean, she's teaching him about soul food. No, Zara takes his hand. They made their choices. Min-jun squeezes her hand. In the past 3 months, he's slowly learned to show affection. Small touches, soft smiles, learning to say I love you in English without reverting to formal Korean. It's not perfect, but it's real. The fertility specialist called, Zara says. The new treatment is working. My hormone levels are normalizing. That's good, but Min-jun's expression is gentle. But remember what I said, with or without. I know, she smiles, but I want to try. Her phone buzzes. A text from Jaiwoo. Coffee sometime, as friends, I promise. Ka 친구다면, inus. Zara shows it to Min-jun, who frowns. He's been persistent, Min-jun mutters in Korean. He's been kind and respectful. Zara kisses his cheek. But I'm married to you, only you. Ka dungsinman anus. Min-jun pulls her into his lap. Good answer. They're kissing when Zara's doctor calls. Mrs. Park, I have your test results. Zara's heart stops. And, congratulations, you're pregnant with triplets. The phone drops from Zara's hand. Zara, Min-jun catches her. Komusun anus, ko idiya anus. What's wrong? I'm pregnant, she whispers. Then louder, I'm pregnant with 3 bobbies. Min-jun's face transforms. For the first time since she's known him, he smiles, really smiles. Huge and bright and full of pure joy, he switches rapidly between Korean and English. He spins her around, laughing. 3. Apparently your swimmers are overachievers. Zara laughs through happy tears. He kisses her deeply. Ka satunghe anus, he says against her lips, then in English. I love you, Zara, so much. Ka nado anus, ka satunghe anus, she whispers back in careful Korean. I love you too. Outside, the sun rises over Seoul. Zara thinks about how far she's come, from betrayal and bankruptcy in Atlanta to this moment in Korea, wrapped in the arms of a man who's learning to love, carrying 3 lives inside her. 3 beautiful Afro-Korean bobbies. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destruction. It's building something beautiful from the ashes. Sometimes the coldest hearts just need the right person to warm them. And sometimes, contract marriages become real love stories that cross oceans and cultures. If you loved Zara and Min-jun's Afro-Korean love story, from contract to true love, subscribe for more multicultural romance stories every week. Drop a like if you're Team Min-jun and comment below. What was your favorite moment? The revenge, the romance, or those triplets at the end? Let me know. New stories dropping soon. Don't miss out.